Welcome back to more Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. Last time it rained seeds, we played some Bagould, did some Invisigoul, and explored the Zombaquarium. All fine minigames. But I bet the question on your mind, is the Zen Garden thirsty? It is. Oh, look at that. Happy days. Let's water our precious little... marigolds? I wanted to say posies for the alliteration, but it just wouldn't have worked. So, try as I might. Still, getting plenty of money, and keeping our happy little fellas fed. I guess, to be fair, they could be... Well, actually, I really don't know much about plant biology and the ways of the sexes. To my understanding, plants are kinda, asexual? Like, some are notably female, while others are notably male. Like, I think, capsicum, the green peppers, and, red and yellow ones, I think those can be notably male or female? Based on the, shape of them. Like, if they have, it's like 3 bumps, kinda in, a clover pattern, whereas I think the other ones are 4. I guess I'll have to look into that more. Anyways, point is, plants are complicated. But so are people. So, Zen Garden. Anyways, enough of that. I think I'm seeing stars after trying to think about plants having sexes. So, let's go play a minigame, shall we? This one's fairly simple in its idea. Play Plants vs. Zombies, and make a star with star fruit. Now for this, I of course, like the sunflower, I enjoy bringing walnuts, tall nuts, pumpkins, squash. We could bring a potato mine, but I think I'm gonna bring a jalapeno, cherry bomb, and I don't know. Potato mine? Chomper? Let's go with the chomper. You know what? That sounds interesting. Thank goodness we have all these slots. So this is going to start as a fairly normal round of Plants vs. Zombies, doing what we can to cheat out as many sunflowers before we start dealing with the minigame at hand. This one's not terribly hard, but it's also maybe not the simplest minigame out there. So to start, I like to get all the spaces in the first 3 columns here filled with sunflowers and then start dealing with the puzzle. Now obviously, we only have so many things that can deal with stuff in the meanwhile, but it shouldn't be a huge issue. Plus 2, the more stars you have, the easier it becomes. So let's place one, say... I guess give it a moment. I like placing the first one here and here, because I feel they get the most mileage. So as you can see, they're finicky about working. So let's do that. Grab another sunflower. If I can, try placing a star like there, see if he'll shoot him. She does, eventually. Probably going to need a walnut, so let's just preemptively place one. Try to get more sunflowers going here, because the more sun is the quicker we can deal with this. Let's place a star fruit there, get some sunflowers. Probably gonna have to squash that cone head, but that's okay. Not too worried. Our sunflower game's strong. Another star fruit right about there. And as you can see, with getting one on each row, it actually gets much easier to deal with this map. So I like doing that kind of, I guess, bracket or parentheses sort of shape, and then kind of just filling it in from there. So it don't think it's too hard. Also, too, you can put your walnuts there to defend your precious starfruit. Let's do it like that. Because I feel the ones in the middle really get the most bang for their buck. Okay. One there. We already have the top rows filled out. That's very good. Worst case, let's get a tall nut there. I think that's fine. Starfruit there. Ooh, a free jewel, and I didn't even complete the level yet. Very lovely. Honestly, let's go for the starfruit down there. Give him a walnut. At this point, we're kind of just waiting on cooldowns. So, not too worried. Again, this one isn't all that bad. It's really just the challenge of how quickly can you accrue sun. So, I don't dislike it. But it's also the difficulty of fighting the starfruit cooldown as well. And holding out for that long. But with walnuts and tall nuts in each position, as shown, should be able to deal with it. No problem. And just like that, another shiny trophy. Very nice. And of course, another minigame unlocked. I love it. So let's take a look here. Begooled Twist. Sure. Now, if you remember Begooled, that one was, I think, honestly harder. Because with Begooled Twist, you can kind of just mash. There's very little thought to this. Because in normal Begooled, you have a penalty for this. In Plants vs. Zombies, you don't. So, yeah. I think this is one of the worst game modes, just because it's so whatever. And you really just don't have to use your brain, you can kind of just turn it off. But hey, as a nice easy mode where you can just not think too hard, it's good. And worst case, if you can't figure out the moves, just do all reliable. Click through each row, as so, and eventually something will work. See? I'm not even trying. I'm just kind of mashing, and it's working pretty great. So yeah, this one's probably the easiest minigame, but it might make your hand hurt a little from mashing and clicking. My apologies if you can hear me mashing my mouse. But yeah, it's not great. Still, I think for minigames you can certainly do a lot worse. At least, for something given. Not to say there is worse in this game, but just in general, And again, hey, it's a free part of the experience of Plants vs. Zombies. I say free, but you get the idea. It's part of the experience. So, don't fight it too hard now. There we go. Perfect. Love it. Enjoyable. Really good gameplay. I mean, I'm going to be so honest, it's kind of hard for me to just comment on anything intelligent on this. I could legitimately slow down and try to actually figure out the puzzle, but it's just not as effective as just spam clicking and hoping I get it right. Because again, with no penalty, why wouldn't I do this? So, foiled again by simple game design of Mr. PopCap. There we go. Another match, only 5 left to go. Perfect. So yeah, unlike normal Begooled, where I feel like you have to actually try a fair amount, Begooled Twist is really easy and short, even if a little obnoxious. It's probably the worst one for your hand, just because you'll be spam clicking so much. But hey, it's an easy trophy at least, and a new minigame. Now let's see, while we could do Column Like You See Him or Portal Combat, we need to do Big Trouble, Little Zombie. So, let's do it. Hey everyone, it's Future Bread here. Unfortunately, the audio for the rest of the episode actually corrupted itself. So what you'll be hearing isn't going to match up with what you'll be seeing and what I'll be saying. While it is unfortunate, and trust me, a pain for me, your ears will thank me. So, my apologies, and hopefully you can still enjoy the rest of the episode. We'll get right back to it now. And wouldn't you know, it's another conveyor stage. So, we're kind of at the mercy of the game here. Though I do think this stage is kind of hilarious, because these little guys are really fast. Though, they have the caveat of not being very durable. So, I think this one's actually fairly interesting, just because what you might have done for normal stages really doesn't work here. I mean, plus two, it's a conveyor stage, so like, you really can't treat it like a normal stage. And man, I really don't need more lily pads. Please and thank you. Holy moly. There's that RNG just playing mean. But if you get lucky, you might score a pretty snazzy kill like that. But yeah, Big Trouble Little Zombie, I think this one's hilarious. Because they're so fast. They're so small. But it is kind of obnoxious dealing with it when you have such limited supplies. Because as of right now, I can't do anything to help the pool. I can deal with stuff with cherry bombs. Perfect. But, yeah, getting one pea shooter on each row here is kind of a godsend. But luckily, even though they might get really far, you can kind of deal with them really easily, because one pea shooter can knock out pretty much anything really fast. So, I like this one. A lot more than Beguled Twist, especially. But hey, I figure in any game collection like this, you'll have your favorites for sure. So, this one I happen to enjoy. I worry about the pool more than I worry about out here, just because I can place cherry bombs out there. Ooh, 2 footballers? That's a little rich for my blood. Football up there. And if we want a well-placed cherry bomb, do some of that. And maybe one like this to help clear that out. I also like their higher-pitched, smaller voices. I think that's a really cute detail. But so far, so good, now that we've got some basic defense everywhere. It's really just a matter of managing your cherry bombs, I find, with this one. It's not hard, per se, but it does keep you on your toes. Which, to be honest, I think that marks the good minigame from the bad. Is ones where you can just turn your brain off and really not have to play the game, I think is whatever. But for minigames where you have to actually sit there and think intelligently and play the actual game of Plants vs. Zombies, I think those are really good. So like Zombiquarium, it's probably toward the bottom of minigames I enjoy. Same with Beguled and Beguled Twist. There's really no strategy to that, it's just play Bejeweled and Bejeweled Twist and hope you get good matches. Which 9 out of 10, they don't give you any possible ones, so again, you're really not great on that. But for things like this, I at least have to think somewhat and place things intelligently, even though it does end up just being, well, what you'd probably do in a normal stage. So, your mileage is going to vary with every minigame. But still, I think they're all worth trying at least once, even if there are some ones that you're not a big fan of. As you can see, it's not like I'm really trying super hard on any of these and struggling. So, you can deal with most of these probably in a good afternoon or so, if you want to get that gold sunflower after you cleared the story. So, all in all, I think it's fairly simple. Doing pretty good. Honestly, you know what? Have a pool, Cherry Bomb. I mean, we have so many walnuts in the pool that there's really no fear of anything getting through ever. So, not too worried. Though I am worried about picking up all these delectable coins. Because with our money being as high as it is, I can actually probably get the cattails for the pool levels, which will be really good. And I almost have enough to get the sunflowers too, in addition to the cattails. So that's really good. Honestly, I think this is an instance where I want more offense than I care about defense. Because, yeah, a good volley apiece takes out a footballer in seconds. It's honestly kind of cathartic to see that, too. Just seeing normal pea shooters do the job. And just like that, you get a trophy. Fairly simple, fairly fun. I like it. I like it. Another trophy, another minigame. Which leads us to Portal Combat. This is another weird one. It's got a lot of weird zombies, too. Yet again, it's another conveyor stage. Now, as you can see, there are in fact portals. Shoot through one to shoot through the other. It's fairly simple. And to be honest, it's kind of really vanilla. I don't think this one's all that difficult. It would be a little more scary if a zombie walked through a portal and teleported there instantly, but I believe it doesn't spawn zombies on the lanes with portals. So, it's really not that bad. And if it does, I guess I have yet to see it. So, yeah. I think this one's interesting in concept, just a little flawed in its execution, maybe. I do think the portals change after a wave or something. It's been a minute. But most of it's not too difficult. Though, this is a neat thing. If you set all your damaging plants to shoot through the portals, that does work. So, there is still purpose in putting plants on the rows like this. I think it's pretty cool. Again, a really neat concept, even if it's maybe a little undercooked. Yeah, see, here we go, portal relocating. So yeah, see. Now this is way over here. I find you can kind of just play this like a regular level, and it really doesn't change anything. It's a little sad, but hey, it's kind of cool. Oh yeah, there you go, see? They can go through the portals. And we got lucky in the fact they go through this and then through that, putting them here. So that's good. Now, evidently, we will need cactuses on each lane because of the balloon zombies. But we will deal with that. It is scary seeing a zombie be put right there, but should be fine. I'm also taking a bit of a risk doing that, but I think it's okay. That one's relocating. The blue one, okay. Kind of an issue. Let's see what the game does with it. It might be okay. Really like 2 more cactuses, please. But I guess we'll learn some things. Okay, so the portal zombie spawned there, but moved there. Or say portal zombie, the balloon zombie. A cherry bomb does deal with them, though. I didn't know that. So that's good. We should be a-okay. Though again, I still would like to have the balloon defense on each row if I can help it. But seeing as cherry bombs deal with them, that actually makes this a lot more interesting. Although I don't have a cactus, I can just cherry bomb them. Easy as pie. Also, thank goodness this yellow portal hasn't been a problem yet. I've been a little worried about that. Oh, I guess they have to get from there all the way there to go there. Okay, that's fine then. Let's see. Things seem to be going well. Ooh, another jewel. Double your money, double your fun. I love it. I think things are actually fairly okay. Now, what is nice is you can place cherry bombs on the portals and pretty much blow up whatever's a problem. So that is good. Ooh, cactus. Get rid of a pea shooter. Cactus there. Kinda isn't great where he went, but if he dies... I was gonna say, give a torchwood there. It seems that was needed there. There. Let's put a torchwood there. That feels good. And we should be pretty much good to go if I just cherry bomb everything to death. Yeah. Alright. Pretty good. I think today's theme is very quick minigames. We're getting a lot in today. But hey, they are mini-games, after all. That's another trophy with another one. So let's see. Call 'em like you see 'em. A lot of these are really fun puns. But, oh. Oh my. This seems difficult. It's really not. Also, you get really good music. So when you place any plant, it puts it in the whole column. I love this one. I think it's a ton of fun. Especially when they give you some hot plants like that right out the gate. Magnets, tall nuts, potato mines, and 2 melons? Awesome. That is perfect. What a good start. Generally, save your pots to repopulate, because just like the plants, they work the same way. Ooh, chompers. Honestly, once these potato mines go off, I'll place the chompers. Good, good. Got 2, 3. Come on, let's see a 4th. Let's see a 4th. Perfect. Chompers, go to town. To be honest, I really don't mind if this row gets demolished. It's not a big deal. A little more bang for your buck on the chompers. Never a bad thing. Let's see if we can pull a sneaky one like that. Boom. Replanted, chompers, and a jack-o'-lantern. Or a pumpkin. Pretty good. Though the double ladder defense really just nixed that entire plan, didn't it? Yeah, they're mean. They're real mean, unfortunately. But hey, that's fine. We got plenty we can deal with here. Chompers there to deal with stuff. Come on, hit the darn... There you go. That's a problem. But still, overall, not doing bad. Ooh, a row of squash? Oh, man. That's good stuff. The rate we're going, I'm probably going to have to squash these bucket heads. Yeah. It's fine. Not my favorite play in the world, but it's okay. Really like... Ooh, jalapenos? That's a pretty good one, too. Oh, my. Gargantuars, That's not great. So here, have some flower pots. Slow you down a bit. Because, oh my, that really is a lot of heat. Luckily, we have jalapenos for just such an occasion. Look at that. Plenty of mileage. Put some chompers there with some pumpkins. That makes me feel good. Gotta watch out for those pesky ladders, just like that. Let's just get rid of all those. Got some nice kills off that jalapeno. I like it. Really like some more watermelons, but if we gotta keep up the jalapeno defense, I can do that. I can play ball. Ooh. Let's wait as long as we can. Alright, it's good enough. For all those gentlemen. I'm gonna try to save these pots for if I need emergencies. Or another row of choppers. Honestly, probably worth it. Good. Really like a jalapeno right about now. Try to stop those gargantuars as much as I can, because they're a problem. I'd really like some jalapeno right about now. Come on, game. Squash, that'll do. Squash will work. Not my favorite thing, but it's okay. It'll deal with the imps, which is kind of what I care about. Okay, come on, give me something. Anything. Game? Game? Squash. Are we good? Oh, this might barely be... Oh. Buckethead. Jalapeno. That was close. I actually got a little tense there. But hey, clear to no problem. So yeah, I like that one a lot. That one's actually somewhat scary. Well, it's not scary. Another trophy. Very nice. Oh, Whack-A-Zombie. Oh, this one's too fun. Come on. Let's finish off the episode playing some Whack-A-Zombie. I love me some Whack-A-Zombie. It's fairly simple. You've seen it before. You know it. You love it. And man, it's still fun. This is probably one of my favorite minigames because it's so engaging. Because yes, while it is easy, you do have to pay attention a fair bit. But hey, it's like I said before, none of this stuff is really too hard. So don't go worrying. Trust me, there will be challenges later. There's a very specific game mode that I detest, and we'll get to it. We will get to it. Though I'm not looking forward to it, that is for sure. Another Grave Buster. Which, honestly, you really don't need any of this stuff. You could have done this whole mode without these, and you would have been just fine. But it is nice that they give them to you. Plus, you make some money. It's all good. Because look, even though they're decently quick, they're not that bad. Now, one thing I haven't super talked about is that Plants vs. Zombies has a DS port, as well as mobile. I think I've mentioned it a little. But in that version of the game, I think minigames like this are custom tailored for it almost. Having the stylus of the DS really lends itself to this kind of gameplay, tapping with it and dealing with zombies. I think it also makes sense why this game, or why these games, plural because there's several Plants vs. Zombies, stayed on mobile. I would have loved to see Plants vs. Zombies 2 or 3 on PC, and I think there are community versions that are made and have been uploaded that do put them on PC with all the microtransactions, but I'd still probably not consider playing them because it is a mod of these games. But hey, I still think it's cool to see it, you know? And it does make me wish that we did get them on PC as well, even if they did still contain the microtransactions, because I think it would have been interesting to see how they play. I did play a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies 2 when it first came out, but I remember while it was fun, they really push you to spend money and buy plants in the game, as well as other resources and money. And I think there was a weird stamina system where you couldn't just play levels, you had to wait X amount of time. So the game felt incredibly hostile, and I just didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I've ever enjoyed this version of the game. So, I say this version of the game, as much as I've enjoyed the first game, which is on PC. So, you know. Granted, if you really love Plants vs. Zombies, your mileage will probably vary. Say you have some extra income you don't care about in the week, well, maybe spending it on Plants vs. Zombies 2 or 3 on your phone is the best use of it. I highly doubt it, but maybe. I mean, hey, don't let me make financial decisions for you. But spending money on a zombie game where you click zombies probably isn't the smartest thing. But hey, if you're a super fan of the series, maybe it's for you. Just like this trophy here is for me. Delectable. Another trophy, another minigame. I love it. And look at that. We're getting right through the list. Got 13 of 20. I'm feeling pretty darn good. I think next time we play Plants vs. Zombies, we'll do some Bobsled Bonanza, Zombie Nimbles, Zombie Quick, and Last Stand. I think it'll be a darn good time. As always, I'm Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.